Hi, thank you for joining me in this session of Yin. Today we will be focusing on the hips and on the knees. So prepare for that with enough pillows or bolsters and of course a nice blanket for the Shavasana. We will begin with the opening meditation. So please make yourself comfortable. She will. And close your eyes or pick a point in front of you if you prefer to keep them open, and your hands on your knees, open or closed or in your lap. And then take a couple of deep breaths in. And breathe out. As you breathe out, pushing all the air out, 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 out. Tucking the belly in as far as you can before you breathe in again through your mouth. And breathing out. Breathing in through the nose this time. And again, breathing out. And if you want to make some sound with that, to let go of some other things that you do not need in this moment, then please do so. Do not withhold. You're within your own space. So go right ahead. And now, the last time, breathing in through your nose, all the way down to your belly. And breathing out. And now, continue breathing. Breathe as you normally do when you are relaxed. So take a bit of time to come back to your natural breathing. In and out through the nose. Notice where this refreshing air goes in your body. Perhaps you can notice it in your nose, in the back of your throat, diving into your lungs, expanding your chest, and then even deeper through your diaphragm, lowering the diaphragm. And so your belly can fall. And breathe all the way down into your abdomen. Notice if you can follow that flow of air. And even if you cannot breathe all the way down and deep into your abdomen, and don't worry, there's nothing wrong with you. You might be a little tense. Or perhaps you're just not used to breathing that low. But remember, when you were a little baby, your natural breath was all the way down through the belly. That's because your diaphragm lowered, and that's why your belly expands to make space for the diaphragm. And in that way, your lungs can fully expand to absorb all the air into the smallest outskirts of your lungs. You can imagine if it refreshes to within the tip of your lungs, then you have little chance of viruses and bacteria nestling there. So that's quite healthy for your body. If you see a little baby or a little child, try to observe it. Observe the breath, and probably you will see the belly fall, rise and fall as they breathe in and out. And you do that too when you're quite relaxed, when you wake up in the morning without your alarm clock telling you to hurry. But in the weekend, when you have a day off, try to feel in the morning where your breath is. And as you breathe in, probably your breath will be all the way down and your belly will expand. But even if at this moment it doesn't come that low, that's no problem at all. Continue breathing, relaxing your shoulders, and then bringing your attention down to your hips and your knees. And even if you can't breathe that low, try to imagine that your flow of breath goes all the way down to your hips, through your hips, expanding around your hips, expanding all the way into your energetic body outside your physical body. Giving space to your hips, acknowledging they're there, preparing them for some serious, not serious, preparing them for a tissue session. And with the hips, you also bring your attention to your knees, and you do the same thing. Expand the energy, expand the breath. Let it flow through the hips and through your knees. And try to be there with your attention for a couple of moments. And then slowly open your eyes, but keep your attention inward. For the first pose, you might need a pillow or a block to sit on, because this is the butterfly. Yeah. And so if you have problem tilting the hips, you can sit on a block, or you grab a pillow and just sit on the tip of your buttocks. So you will be able to tilt a little better. Then form your feet in a diamond shape. And if your knees do not feel so well, then again, you can bring a block or a pillow underneath it. So remember to always be gentle to yourself. Never think, oh, I should be able to do this. No, no, no. So no pain, no pain. So let's begin. Try to get rid of some flesh underneath your sitting bones, so you feel your sitting bones. Breathing in and straighten the back, and breathing out, folding forward. So see where you land. So your hands might land on your knees, or your elbows on your knees, whatever is comfortable for you in this moment. And then turn your attention inward. And on the scale of comfort, from 1 to 10, 10 is not comfortable at all, as in pain, and 1 is very comfortable. On that scale, always in Yin Yoga, pick 4 or 5. Because when you begin with that, it's easier to let go of tension in your muscles. And after a minute or so, when you really start to relax, automatically it can happen that you go a bit deeper, or you can do so on purpose, or you stay wherever you are. Gentle hip opener. So bring your attention to your hips. Breathe into your hips. And only by being present, you can start to relax. That will happen automatically, accompanied by your inner smile. Enjoy what you are doing. And perhaps now is a time when you can go a little bit deeper into the pose, still keeping in mind that scale 4 or 5. slowly coming out of this pose. Bringing your knees together. And feel. Notice the change. Now you've come out of the pose and letting go of the tension. Only noticing, no judgment. Oh yeah, it's a nice one too, the windshield wiper. If you like, you can do that a couple of times. We will now go on to the square pose. Square pose is a nice one for your knees and the hips, both together. So bring your right leg in a straight line with your mat, horizontal, and your left leg, you can place that in front of it. Again, get rid of some sitting flesh, and if you do not feel anything, you can just bring the knees closer together. So this can be enough for you already, but if you're really flexible, you can bring your ankle on your right knee. To protect your knees, you can flex your feet. So if this is really good for you, then go here. I'm doing this today. And again, if you doubt, if you're in pain, then please place something underneath your thighs, or do avoid this pose entirely. And this time breathing in to your hips and down to your knees. Try to do it in the opening meditation. Let that flow of air, of energy, go all the way through your hips and knees and expand even outside your body. Give them all the space. Give them all the acknowledgement. And being grateful. Grateful that everything works so well for you. Your knees following your every turn in life. And your hips flexible enough to bring you everywhere, to let you make movement so you can walk, you can cycle or run. In a gentle way, you unfold your legs by leaning backward and place your feet on the mat or your legs straight in front of you and relax. Breathe through your hips and knees. Notice any movement, change of energy flow, tingling. Perhaps one or both legs feel a bit bigger now, or smaller, tighter, softer. Whatever it is all okay. Side will follow now. You place your left leg, same line as your mat, horizontal, and your right leg goes in front of the left one or on top of the left one. If your knees protest a little bit, then flex your feet. And again, you can intensify it a bit by bringing the knees closer together. Try out the possibilities and stay there wherever you feel comfortable enough. This side can be totally different than the other one. So in one side of your hips can be a bit more flexible, and chances are that they're not really perfect in balance. That they are built a little bit different from each other. Try to relax again. Relax all the muscles. Breathing into the hips and knees. And as you breathe out, you relax the muscles. Breathing in flexibility breathing out tension. Unwind from this pose. Notice what happens. And remember that even if you do not notice anything, that's fine too. Listening very careful to your body. To all the tiny messages it tries to tell you. We often forget to listen to our body and are more in a rush in our minds, busy. So well done you for giving your body some attention now. Keep up the good work. The straddle is the next one. Again, for your knees can be quite a challenge, or if your hamstrings are quite tight, then you can use a 1 or 2 blocks or pillows underneath your knees. So you spread your legs, not too wide, again comfortably wide, and tuck away some flesh from your sitting bones so you can feel your sitting bones. You can flex your feet if your knees are a bit tight, if they hurt a bit, and if they really hurt, lay something underneath, you know. And then breathe in, make yourself tall, breathe out, and you fold forward. You walk with your hands forward and see where the first edge where your body naturally stops for a while. And you stay there. And turn your attention inward with your eyes closed or picking a point in front of you. If you have problems tilting your hips, then just sit on the tip of a pillow. Please do not be shy with props. Do not do that. Always try to make it as comfortable as possible for you. So you don't have to be in agony, but you can fully relax to go with your attention into your body. being fully aware of all the sensations in your body. And the good thing is, you don't have to do anything with them. Only noticing them will make them feel heard. And all the small stretches, pains can dissolve. Yes, by only being present. That's the only thing you have to do. Create space. All accompanied by your inner smile. Relaxing deeper and deeper into the pose, into your body. Well done. Well done. Slowly come out. Perhaps you can even notice the fluids drawing back into your tissues. And know that with every yin pose you push out all the toxins. They're eliminated in your bloodstream. Come out of the pose, let go of the tension. All the fluids draw back into the tissues, but without lots of those toxins. So although you might feel a bit sore, your tissue is actually healthier right now. My favorite, the sleeping swan. Come on your hands and your knees. Perhaps you want to make circles with your hips. That feels good. Well, we've already worked them quite a lot, so it might feel okay to move them around a bit, and also the other way around. If you like, you can go now to the downward dog. Otherwise, you can bring your right knee to your right hand and try to bring your left foot a bit closer to your left hand. Whatever is possible. Your left leg, straighten it. And if your knee is not happy, then please place something underneath your knee. And then I will come a bit over here. Notice how that feels. If this is enough, it's enough. If you think you can go a little bit deeper, you can grab a bolster. And coming down. Or perhaps you can even lay down without a bolster. Whatever is comfortable for you now. We'll stay in this pose because I like it so much. Quite some time, so for you, if it's enough, then come out. Always listen to your body. If it says it's enough, it's really enough. I cannot judge it. You are the only one. So like in all poses, you can fiddle around a bit with them. Bring your knee a bit more outward or inward. Your left foot a bit closer to your left elbow. Or tucking it further under your body. Know that you can always change. Yin is never static. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in, breathing out, letting go of it. any tension in your shoulders. Relax your hips. Breathing into your hips. Breathing out. Letting go of any tension. Relax your toes. Breathing into your toes. Breathing out. Letting go of any tension. Calming on your hands, pushing yourself up out of the pose, and if you like you can lay down on your belly, on your back, or in child's pose, whatever you prefer. Unwind. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side of your body. From head to toe. Yes, my lovely yogis, it can influence every part of your body. Just think of all the pressure points underneath your feet or in your ears, your hands. So everything is connected and everything goes everywhere. So if you work your knee, you can feel it in your little finger, pinky, or in your toes, or in your neck. If you feel you want to balance everything out, then that's a good feeling. So we go to the other side, or you start from downward dog, or just from your hands and your knees. If you want to wiggle around a bit before you come into the pose, please do so. There's enough time. Always do what your body would really like in this moment. When you're ready, bring your left knee to your left hand and your right foot comes a bit closer to your right hand, or perhaps to place it in the groin. Straighten your right leg behind you, perhaps curl up the toe if that's more comfortable for your knee. Stay here, come a bit down, use pillows or this nice Moroccan bolster. Or perhaps you do not need anything and just fold forward, easy peasy like that. And again, this side can be totally different than the other. It can be a bit tighter, or a bit more flexible. Know that if you're a bit tight in the hips, chances are that it reflects straight away in your knees. Breathe into your hips and your knees. Breathing in flexibility, breathing out tension. And if your mind wanders off, and don't worry about that, just observe what it tries to tell you before you return to your body. Breathing in flexibility, breathing out tension. on your back. Laying down on your back. Perhaps you want to move around a little bit, or just lie still. And the last pose, we will open the chest a little bit. So you would need a block for that, or a bolster, or both. And try to place this block just in between your shoulder blades. Place the pillow behind you. Try to open your arms so you bring the chest up a little bit. You can, if you like, you can even place the block on the other side, and so you lie a bit higher. Well, it's whatever you prefer in this moment. Opa. And if you like, you can place your feet in the butterfly pose and drop the knees towards the floor. But if you want to keep your legs straight, then that's also fine. You know best what you like in this moment. So, breathing in and out. Opening the heart. Carrying your inner smile through your whole body. Breathing in through the nose, through your heart, into your hips and knees. Warm and loving energy goes straight into the hips and knees. Notice them warming up. Spreading that energy through your cells, through the smallest particles of your hips and knees. Fill them up with all that loving and warm energy. that energy even surrounds your body, and let it flow all the way through and out your body. So not only the hips and the knees, but every part of your body. Breathing in through the heart. Carry that warm and loving energy accompanied by a smile throughout your whole body. Bringing the knees back together, engaging your abdominal muscles. Placing your elbows on the mat. Slowly coming up. Preparing yourself for Shavasana. Yay! So perhaps you want a blanket. I want. Be back soon. Or something else warm and woolly, and make yourself comfortable, perhaps with that bolster underneath your knees. Your legs a bit wider than hip width apart. Your arms opening up, the back of your hands touching the floor. And noticing what all these poses have done for you, for your hips and your knees. Is your inner temperature a bit higher? Do you feel warm in certain places? Or throughout your whole body, perhaps? Notice, be aware, inquisitive. And once you acquire that information, you do not do anything with it. You let it be. breathing a little bit deeper, a bit more profound. And place your hands on your belly. Notice that when you breathe in, what happens to your upper body? Is it only your chest rising, or also your belly rising as you breathe in? The more relaxed you are, the lower you breathe. That comes naturally. Wakening up your body, your whole body, your feet, ankles, knees, hips, back, neck, head, and stretch. Before you come up to sit, you can lie on the right side of your body if you prefer. It's quite warm, I keep it here. Make your way up to sit. And we'll finish this session with 3 ums. Along or listen. Breathing in. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for doing that. And thank you very much for joining me today. I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.